star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready! Watch out now, 50 Fury!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Point after try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hands it off out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now this defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Eagles at 1-8 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Delivers a strike complete to Watkins. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
But first down, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Hey, pass. Look at 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
On the double.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll set up a throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ultra. Go ultra. Strike. Strike. Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
18, right here. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man open left side is Brown.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion left is Watkins. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Again, Elvin, partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 91 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check. Panther 11.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Henry running right. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Ready, set.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's back to throw. Caught on the slant.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here. But they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. It's alright, man. Cool, I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like signing. Zone, I'm gone, when I'm in my zone.